Hey guys, welcome back to the Weekly Web Activist, or hello if you're new here. My name is Lydia and this week's video is on petitions. So I know you guys have seen so many links and bios, but then not really understood what was in their bio. Like, for me, I know when originally I would think petition, I would think, okay, it's like this lobby group and they wrote up like this big complicated law and now we have to sign it and then hopefully someone will notice. And now we know that's not exactly the case. So being that this channel is about activism, I'm going to teach y'all a little bit about petitions, why they're important, and how to make an impact with them. So you may be wondering, what are petitions? Petitions are basically requests, or more like demands, but we can say written requests for change that many people can sign to share their support, and hopefully whoever's in power within the situation will see the signed statement and make the change happen. The most popular site for petition writing is definitely change.org. On the site, people can really petition for any reason they want. But there are also important ones as well. We'll get to that in a minute. So pretty much any petition can be broken down into 4 parts. You'll have the title of the petition, you'll have the change that will come out of the petition, you'll maybe have a story that explains why people are advocating for this change, and then of course you'll have the people who wrote it and the signatures behind it. So I found a petition on the petitionsite.com that was written by the Triad Abolition Project, and it was a recent petition to veto the Senate Bill 168, and it was written to NC Governor Roy Cooper. And so I'm going to read the petition out loud to you and break it down into the 4 points that I just explained, and hopefully you guys can read along with me on the side. So let's get into it. This petition's title is "We Demand Roy Cooper Veto SB 168. So there it is, the title and the change. They want Governor Roy Cooper to veto a Senate bill. Except we don't exactly know what the Senate bill is, so let's keep reading. It says, "To NC Governor Roy Cooper, we the undersigned demand that you veto SB 168. SB 168 is a bill that would shield medical and law enforcement death investigation records from the public. The bill was signed by the NC House and Senate in the dead of the night, June 26, almost unanimously and with little to no discussion. We believe SB 168 not only obfuscates law enforcement involvement in the deaths of those they have in custody, but it also shields and protects law enforcement from being held accountable for deaths of civilians who are incarcerated, arrested, and detained." So this explains what the Senate bill is and really finishes up that change part of the petition that I mentioned. It tells us, the readers of this petition, what exactly is wrong with the bill that they want to be vetoed, and it also tells the governor what exactly happened to make this bill come into place in the first place. And so it fully explains what exactly is the problem and what exactly needs to be changed, which in this case is a veto. Except we're still missing the story. Like, how or why is this bill relevant? What other cases could be surrounding this bill and stuff like that. But there's 2 more paragraphs, so let's keep reading. SB 168 was signed by the NC House and Senate the night before the news of John Neville's death in Forsyth County Sheriff's custody, now 7 months ago, and just as his autopsy and the SBI investigation are to conclude. State records show that 2019 was a record year for jail deaths and suicides. The records show that over 40% of deaths involve supervision failures. Forsyth County Sheriff's Office submitted a death report of John Neville that is missing all information regarding supervision. So if it's missing all of the information regarding supervision, then this case with John Neville is practically doing everything that the bill wants it to do and what the people want to protect. The bill pretty much eliminates the transparency that law enforcement has to have with death investigations of deaths that happen within their custody. And John Neville was a civilian and was a death that happened within their custody. God bless him. And so with all of this information missing within his case, like, this case is a direct example of how, if this was allowed to happen with a bill, then there would be a lot of problems. So some of the examples of these problems is that it was missing the name of the jailer and reports of when John Neville was okay and when he was in distress. His cause of death is listed as unknown. And also, the Department of Homeland Security did not investigate the jail after John Neville's death. And so, and the medical examiner's report has not been produced. So there is literally no public transparency with this case at all. And it's a great example of the direct problem that we would have if this bill was signed, and if this was illegal. So SB 168, if not vetoed, would allow the medical examiner's report to remain shielded from the public. And so at this point, nobody, or at least the public, doesn't know what happened. All the information is missing, and they're trying to get a bill that pretty much justifies this case and its actions. So now we know the story behind it. And so the last part of a petition is the signatures. And so if you scroll up, then you can see that it has a signed petition box. And so you could sign it if you want, but then you can also scroll down and see the 13,562 supporters, which is a lot of people. You know, we have Sam, Timmy, Glenn, Ralph, Chian, Janet, a whole bunch of people. And so we have pretty much completed the entire process of reading a petition, understanding it, you know, and seeing the different parts of it and why petitions are important. So that's what a petition is. So Change.org recently got in trouble for siphoning donations from George Floyd's petition. And it made me think, like, if you donate to the petition site, then you are essentially supporting the petition to be promoted on the internet, and you're supporting the site to continue running to allow you to make petitions. But you're not actually donating to the real event or cause or problem. And so if you only have so much money to donate, then why wouldn't you donate to something that's more effective? And so alternatives to donating to Change.org, instead of just that $3 that they asked for, you could donate it to a local lobby group or a social justice group within your area. You could donate it to the families of the people that were affected by the petition. And you could also donate to bail funds of those who are physically protesting for the petition in your area. And even though it's only $3, if everybody donated $3, there would be a lot of money to go around to continue supporting the activism that's happening within your community. And it may have more of an impact than just promoting the petition online. So the last part of my video is about petitions that still need signatures. Me and my team have gone through some petitions, and we have sort of compiled the ones that we best align ourselves with and the ones that we really want to advocate for. And so the topics of some of the petitions that we have are petitions that support the Black Lives Matter movement and racial equity, the school system, and the LGBTQIA community. Thank you so much for watching my video. I am really excited about this project and excited to keep on making content for you guys and helping you guys with all of the online activism that is going on right now. And so thanks for watching again. Hopefully subscribe so that you can watch our next video. Hopefully take some action steps that you've learned from this video to help you better understand petitions. Hopefully sign or create your own petitions and continue to be weekly web activist. This is Lydia signing off. Thank you.